Hello students, I am Dr. Tanmay Vishwas. I welcome you all in my channel Chemistry of Molecules. So I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to discuss a multiple choice question about the reaction of sodium. Okay. See, this problem is given, reaction of this tertiary butyl chloride with sodium. What is produced? Means a particular product is produced, which among four, we have to find out which one produced in this reaction among these four. So as usual, I first request you please pause the video and try by yourself, and definitely I shall provide the answer with mechanism as well as other logical explanation after this, and additionally at the end I will provide within 30 seconds how can you solve such questions. Okay. So a lot of chemistry to be discussed. I request you please pause the video and try by yourself for self-evaluation. I believe you have tried by yourself. Now let me give you the answer. The answer of the problem is C. Okay, so if you are able to find out this answer within this much time, I appreciate your knowledge as well as practice, because you have found, you came up with a right answer. But those who are not able to understand, find out the right answer, as well as those who have some difficulty in confusion, please watch the video further. And at the end, some smart tricks I'll try to explain, based on which you may end up with 30 seconds. So, what is this reaction? Actually, sodium and dry ether. This is a metal reduction, means sodium produces sodium plus electron. Okay, and this electron is actually the reducing agent. Okay, and you know that electron gain is equivalent to reduction. Okay. Now let's discuss what happens in this case. By the way, see, when you got such kind of question, I always suggest please look at the molecule reaction, look at the system better way. It is very helpful. What do I mean? See, this is a molecule. So what is the reactive part of this molecule? The reactive, there are two type of reactive part are there. One is CH, another is CCl. So consequently, which one is more reactive? Definitely CCl bond. Why? Because of polarity. This is delta minus, this is plus, and polarity, because of polarity which generates from electronegativity, not incomplete, electronegativity differences. Okay, so this is the situation. Now question, electron will prefer to go here, and more precisely if I say sigma star orbital of this. And by the way, if you want to know how it looks like, sigma star, it looks like this. Okay, so what is the orbital symmetry? Plus minus plus minus. So now see, what do I mean? Bond order. Bond order means number of bonding number of bonding minus anti-bonding electron divided by 2. Okay, so in this case bonding electron is 2, anti-bonding electron 0 by 2, bond order equal to 1, means it's a single bond. Okay, so when one electron is added, what happens? So when one electron is added, that electron is added to this anti-bonding orbit. Okay, so what it resulted? There are 3 methyl group. Okay, so what it resulted? One electron went to the sigma star, then see, after one electron addition, what? Bonding orbital 2 electron, anti-bonding 1 electron divided by 2 is equivalent to 0.5, means bond order 0.5 is half of bond is broken, and means it is a theoretical estimation, but in reality bond breaks. It is not a stable situation. So what it results? It results in a formation of this tertiary carbon based radical plus Cl minus. Question, why not the reverse? What do I mean? That Cl dot tertiary butyl minus, because chlorine is electronegative atom. Okay, so this is actually an electronegative atom. So it prefers to keep the negative charge on itself compared to carbon, which is not electropositive, not electronegative. It is in between situation. Okay. Point number 1. Point number 2. So okay, we understood that this is formed. Now a simple question comes: how this is? So if something is produced as an intermediate, there should be some logic that why this is stabilized. So now we have to discuss the stabilization of this radical. Can you guess why this is stabilized? Hyperconjugation. What do I mean by the statement? See, this hydrogen, there are 9 hydrogens, so 9 hyperconjugative structure possible. Means a rough one I am just showing. This is the CH2, this is dot. Okay, so this is CH3, this is CH3. Just one canonical form I have shown to you. Okay, so this is hyperconjugation. Actually, the radical not on hydrogen, not on carbon, and this bond is not broken, it is there. So it's a non-bond resonance. So in this way, 9 way possible how this radical could be stabilized. So in this way, this radical is produced and it is relatively stabilized. Okay, don't say the word stabilized directly, because the radical is not a generally, it not a stable thing, but in this case tertiary thing, it is relatively stabilized. Fine. So we have understood about the relative stabilization of the radical. Now what will be the next? See, although it is relatively stabilized, by nature this is actually a 7 electron species. Okay, look at this, it's a 7 electron species. So consequently it needs an electron. So what it does, it takes another electron, and how the electron comes? From this sodium. Okay, so these electron donated to this carbon, which is a 7 electron species. Consequently what it resulted? This is resulted a tertiary carbanion. Okay, now if I ask you, do you have the idea how much stability of this tertiary cation? And by the way, there will be a sodium plus as a counter cation. It is extremely unstable. How can you explain that? That N-butyl lithium, remember, S-butyl lithium, secondary butyl lithium, and another is T-butyl lithium. Which is stronger base? If you given the order to say, tertiary butyl lithium is the strongest carbanion base. So this is a very basic. Okay. Now, important question. What is the condition you are observing here? This condition is nothing but a name reaction you have already read. That is Woods reaction or Woods coupling reaction. Both you can say. Woods reaction or Woods coupling reaction means this two part, what generally we write that okay, RCl plus 2 sodium plus ClR. This part eliminate and resulted R and R combine, it will be resulted in alkyl. And how this happens? It is a radical based mechanism. Means in this case it will generate a R dot, it will generate a R dot, and they will couple in this way. Remember, this is a fish hook arrow, means one electron movement. So radical coupling. But in this case, why radical coupling cannot occur? Okay. So in order to answer that question, you need to understand how radical couples. Actually, two radicals come together and they couple. In this case, this radical coupling is not possible. Fine, because of the bulkness of two tertiary butyl group. Means, see, this is one radical and this is another radical. So if they want to form a bond, they need to come closer. But because of bulkness, they can't come closer. Consequently, this fit not possible. Fine. So this is not possible. What is the option? Another option is that it can take an electron, generate a carbanion, and that carbanion act as nucleophile. So if act as a nucleophile and attack that. But in this case, what is the counterpart? In this case, counterpart is this ClCH3. Okay. Now, backside attack is also not possible because of bulkness, and we know this is actually a SN2 type reaction, and SN2 reaction on tertiary butyl cation is not possible. Okay, so what happens in this at this situation? When, remember this statement, when there is a chance of substitution, there is also chance of elimination. This statement, please keep it in mind. When there is a chance of substitution, there is also a chance of elimination. So, in this case, substitution not possible. So, elimination possible. And how that is possible? See, this could be a CH2H and this could be, now, and ultimately what it will result? It will result this CH3, this CH3, CH3, CH plus C. After abstraction, what it will result? It's a carbon ion. And now consider E1CB pathway. Actually not E1CB, it's a E2 pathway. So it will result in this Cl will leave. So ultimately product CH2 double bond this. So general statement, substitution is favored on primary carbon center, elimination is favored on tertiary center, and in case of secondary, mixed thing occurred. So case to case we have to discuss. So in our option, what was given? It was provided. Okay, so this is the answer. By the way, so I guess we have understood that first of all, why radical coupling cannot occur. So option number 1 nullified. So other option means option number 4 not possible. That's an illogical option. I have provided. So in this way, the other option cannot occur. So that is the reason that you can explain why this is produced and how this is produced. An interesting point of this, it is a tertiary carbon halide bond. Okay, so this is now question what we have learned from this discussion. We have learned from this discussion that in presence of sodium, means alkali metal, which gives electron easily, and that electron acts as a reducing agent, reduces the carbon halide bond and resulted in a tertiary cation formation, which undergo acid base reaction. So this is actually base, this is actually acid. Although it is not a strong acid, but since it's a very strong base, reaction can happen. So it resulted in this reaction, resulted 1 part alkane, 1 part alkene. And what is the fate of chlorine? This produces sodium chloride. Means sodium plus was previously produced and chloride produced in this situation. So this is the overall discussion. So fine. Now if such question comes within your exam, how to do? First of all, you need to keep one thing in mind, that metals are always reducing agent and they reduces alkyl halide to corresponding alkane, but through radical. In this case, if radical is produced, this radical coupling is not possible because of bulkness. So only one option left, that it will take electron, become a carbonyl and act as a base to perform the reaction. So first of all, and tertiary center substitution not possible, elimination. Is there any elimination given? Yes, there was elimination given, third option, this one. So this will be the product. Okay, so this is the overall discussion. I believe it may be helpful for you. If it is, please help my channel to grow. First of all, subscribe my channel Chemistry and History of Molecule, and please press the bell icon to get the notification of every single video I upload. Secondly, share this video among your friends so that they can also enjoy the benefit, and most importantly, please like the video and make some good comment to encourage me. Thank you again. Stay happy, stay blessed. See you in my next video.